Hey guys, welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're checking out a song by Reba McEntire called Fancy. Today's video has been suggested on my Patreon stand for this. Thanks stand for this. Without further ado, guys, let's get to this.
I just can't believe it. I mean, Fancy Ray Baker riding in my cab. It's some kind of weather we're having, ain't it, Fancy? I'll tell you what, I've seen every movie you've ever made, and my wife Louise, she's got every record you ever made. Fancy Ray Baker, my goodness. You know, I really didn't know you was from this area. But I'll tell you what, I think you are the most famous person ever come from these parts. So you just passing through, you're going to stay for a while.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said, are you just passing through, or you going to stay for a while?
No, I'm just passing through.
Louise is not going to believe this. Fancy Ray Baker in my cab. No, you might want me to wait. This ain't necessarily the best neighborhood.
No, I'll be a while.
Oh, well, that's no problem. I won't even keep the meter running.
Okay, thanks.
Summer I turned 18. We lived in a one-room run-down shack on the outskirts of New Orleans. We didn't have money for food or rent, to say the least. We were hard-pressed. Then Mama spent every last penny we had to buy me a dancing dress. Well, Mama washed and combed and curled my hair, and then she painted my eyes and lips. Then I stepped into a satin dancing dress that had a split from the side, clean up to my hip. It was red velvet trimming and it fit me good. And standing back from the looking glass there stood a woman where a half-grown kid had stood. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Mama died a little bit of perfume on my neck, then she kissed my cheek. And then I saw the tears welling up in her troubled eyes as she started to speak. She looked at a pitiful shack and then she looked at me and took a ragged breath. She said, your paws runned off and I'm real sick and the baby's gonna starve to death. She handed me a heart-shaped locket that said, to thine own self be true. And I shivered as I watched a roach crawl across the toe of my high-heel shoe. It sounded like somebody else who was talking, asking, Mama, what do I do? She said, just be nice to the gentleman, Fancy, they'll be nice to you. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down.
What?
Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you won't have it, it's up to you. Now don't let me down, now your mama's gonna move you uptown. And I'd have left that rickety shack. The welfare people came and took the baby, Mama died and I ain't been back. But the wheels of fate started to turn, and for me there was no way out. It wasn't very long till I knew exactly what my mama been talking about. I knew what I had to do and I made myself this solemn vow. I was gonna be a lady someday, though I didn't know when or how. But I couldn't see spending the rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. You know, I might have been born just plain white trash, but Fancy was my name. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. It wasn't long after a benevolent man took me in off the streets. 1 week later, I was pouring his tea in a 5-room hotel suite. Yes, you were. I charmed a king, a congressman, and an occasional aristocrat. And then I got me a Georgia mansion in an elegant New York townhouse flat.
How's that first comeback?
in this world there's a lot of self-righteous hypocrites, they call me bad. They criticize mama for turning me out, no matter how little we had. But though I ain't had to worry about nothing from now on 15 years, well, I can still hear the desperation in my poor mama's voice ringing in my ears. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Oh, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you won't have it, it's up to you. Now don't let me down, hon, your mama's gonna move you uptown.
Okay, Mama. I understand.
Oh, and I guess you did.
Is this a true story? Is this a true story? Wow, that was heartbreaking. It started, I didn't expect it to, head toward that direction. I guess in the end, she made something good for herself. In the end, she turned her life around and got herself a mansion and a life that she truly deserves. And it's so sad because things like this are still happening. There's so many people in this helpless situation at the moment. And I'm praying for them that they find the strength to carry on. And I hope that their situations get turned around the better. It can be so much easier to judge people when you don't really know their story. You've not gone through the same situation. It's much easier to judge people. She probably tried her entire life to understand why her mother would do that to her. But I guess she finally did. Her mother didn't do that because she wanted to. I guess she was trying to save her life or trying to give her a better chance to survive or whatever. Boy, this is the second Reba McEntire song I'll be listening to, and they both have stories on them. She doesn't just sing songs, does she? She sings songs with meaning. She writes stories down and then turns them into songs. Doesn't she? This was brilliant. This was brilliant. I loved it. Thank you so much for this time. Thanks guys for watching the video too. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, do not hesitate to give me a big fat thumbs up. Consider hitting the subscribe button as well, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay safe, be kind, and bye.